I'm joined by Andre Pettipas of Andre Pettipas and the Giants, and new tune that just dropped yesterday, Vampire State of Mind, just in time for Halloween. Just got done watching the music video, and whoa, energy, Andre, what's going on?
I just got home from Atlanta, and I'm currently working on a tour poster for December. I've got some fun dates coming up, so get home and right to work. Had a lot of fun shooting that video last week. We shot it like 3 days before I released it, and then I edited the video, put it together, had my brother shoot it, and my pal Darcy at East Coast DNA assist with it. So a lot of this new project is DIY.
Oh my gosh. And I saw the Giants weren't in there. Is this like a solo project, this song?
Yeah, this is a solo project. I had a lot of material I've been writing over the last year/10 years, and some of them that just don't fit the Giant mold. And I just wanted to get it out with no restrictions, no timelines, no money, budgets behind it. Just kind of letting go those songs that, stay on your hard drive 9 times out of 10. I think the point of my solo stuff is to show a little bit of a wackier side of myself and to just, have fun with music again. It's been a long decade of just trying to fit a mold and trying to find ways to pay for stuff. So this is just, I guess, a project to keep myself occupied while working on bigger shows with the Giants and letting go songs that I've had in the back burner for a long time.
This Vampire State of Mind, how long have you had this in the vault?
I actually wrote it in June. So it wasn't, This one wasn't that new, but the idea to finish it off and do a video came to me, honestly, probably 3 weeks before I released it. I'm like, okay, I'm going to finish it up. My brother, who is also plays with the Giants, he's kind of like the Paul to my George and John and Ringo, just good writing partner. And he's always up for some fun stuff. So he was like, sure, yeah, let's do some stuff. I had the vocals and the guitar done, and then I had a drum idea in mind. And I said, come up, we'll record at my place. We'll shoot ideas back and forth, and we'll go with what fits the song best. And it was a lot of fun just getting creative and doing stuff, like I said, I normally wouldn't do. So he played the drums on it, and he played the bass. And, yeah, it was just co-produced by ourselves, mixed and mastered by ourselves. And then the idea to go for that Lost Boys look was with the chorus of the song. So I actually just released a B-side to the single with The Doors' People Are Strange to continue that kind of mode of the Lost Boys and to get along with the spooky season single.
Yeah, you definitely pulled off the Lost Boys look, and the energy in that video is what we can see at your live shows. We had a chance to see you at Sommo Festival this summer in PEI, and oh my gosh, what a show you guys put on! It was actually one of my favorites of the ones that I got to see.
That's amazing.
And when you covered the Tragically Hip, you should have seen everybody's double take. You sounded just like Gord. If anybody was talking, they just stopped and looked at the stage like, what the heck?
What's going on here? That's honestly, we did our last album at the Hip Studio. So that song that we do it in the middle of Definition of a Dweeb. There was one time live when our guitarist was like, he started going for Grace too. I was like, just run with it. And we've done that every show since. For me, it's the entertainment value. Just getting people off their phone or getting them out of the mode of where they're at in their head. It's like, okay, just disappear. Like you said, everybody just looked up and capture people's emotions, capture their attention. And the Tragically Hip for me is, top 3. Nobody has made an impact, I guess, on live performances like the Hip for me. I've seen them 9 times. Gord is one of my biggest idols. And just seeing the way he moves on stage, the way he captures an audience is just so inspiring. And what they did for all Canadian musicians is definitely something that I don't think will ever be done again.
That's so true. But if they reunited for a tribute show, you could totally do lead vocals. I'm just saying. It was really good.
Thank you so much. It means a lot.
So have you ever met them?
Haven't met them. Met Gord's brother, Mike. as we were finishing off our last album at the Bat House, they were actually just coming in to shoot that documentary that they just released. So they were pulling in the camera crew as we were loading up our gear, getting ready to head out. Had a good chat with them. And I've seen them, like I said, like 9 times and never had a chance to meet the guys, but stayed 3 nights in their house basically while we recorded the last album.
Yeah, that's really cool. I hear that's quite the experience to record there and to stay over.
It's so cool. It's like, honestly, you're like a kid in a candy shop. And just like the inspiration, you get to play their guitars, you get to play their amps, you know. These were used on some of the recordings, plus the other bands that recorded there. Some of my other favorites, like the Arkells, Trues, Blue Rodeo. I think July Talk did stuff there.
Yeah.
So like, you're in good company when you go in that room.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome that you got to record there. So we look forward to hearing more and more music from you. If you have tons from writing the last 10 years, I can just imagine what's in that vault. You just got to push it out to us.
That's basically what I'm doing now, is taking the time to rework the songs, you know, fix what I might have not liked in the beginning, or just revisit them, remix them, get second opinions, get guests on it. I'm working on the project called Drejavu. So it's basically going back. It's like, I've heard this before. I've seen this before. People just bury their work sometimes when it was actually good, but it just didn't work at that time, or didn't have the right resources to put it out there to build something around it. I think myself, as I'm getting older in my music career, as I'm getting more versed in the release process and, you know, the promoting process, I figure out, I know what to do to kind of, you know, get my peace of mind and get my art out there in the manner that I want to portray myself in.
You said that you're going to be collaborating or getting some guests on music. Can you give us a hint to some of those guests?
Yeah. So I've got like a handful of guests that I've been chatting with. I can't fully confirm, but it's bands we've played with over the years, and some of them are going to be just not featured on it, but they're just going to be like a ghost vocalist or a ghost musician, just so that no labels get in trouble, kind of stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
But I'm also working on a tour with Chaos, and we're going to be heading into the studio while on that East Coast tour. So who knows if he's up on a song. I just have a whole bunch of people I'm talking to right now that I'm kind of fitting into each track, which is exciting, and I'm going to be releasing them as singles to be released as the full project probably by the summer.
Just in time for festival season.
Yeah, exactly. And that started booking up already. So I do all the bookings for the band and for my solo stuff, and I just started booking for a couple other people. So it's kind of cool to be dipping my hands into a lot of different areas in the industry. I can't see myself doing anything else. So to try and pay the bills, you know, you gotta work at it where you can. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Shows that are coming up. Did you say that you've booked some for December?
Yeah. So I'm actually currently working on the promo photos. Myself and Chaos are going to be doing an East Coast tour in December. And then the Giants are doing a couple of holiday dates. We've got Inverness and PEI lined up. Yeah, just finishing up strong. I've played 150 shows already this year. So by the end of it, it'll be close to 170 shows played this year. It's been a busy year, so I'm hoping I might dial back a little bit next year and be a little more picky and choosy on the shows. But I think, like I said, going into this is trying to entertain. It's good to see which rooms work, what doesn't, how much I can kind of push myself vocally and push myself emotionally, just to be on your game at all times. So it's definitely something that I can do, and I know I can do it, which is I want to prove to myself every day. For myself, it's just a competition to get better than the day before. And I think that's a healthy thing where you're not competing with other people. You're just trying to improve yourself on the daily.
Yeah.
You know, so like the rest of the year, I'm looking forward to it. Everything's all booked up, and now it's mainly seeing where we want to go in 25, see what kind of stuff we're going to do for Giant Stock. I've got our bands festival. It's Labor Day weekend. It's a 3-day festival. We had Matt Mays headline it last year. And this year we're bringing in wrestling on the Friday.
Oh,
so we're gonna,
awesome.
Yeah, so we want to make the festival, give them an all ages day, because I know when I was younger, there wasn't much stuff for us to do. So I said, why don't we just bring that one full day as an all ages day, and the rest can be the full festival stuff.
It's the best when you can introduce your kids to music and the festival scene in like a responsible way.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Like the property that we do Giant Stock on it's 75 acres of waterfront property, like in the country. It's honestly the most fun getaway. People are all chill, and it's something that is, it'll be the 3rd year this year. I didn't think it would go over as well as it did the first 2 years, but it's just looking like it's just going to start growing even better this year. We've got a lot of stuff lined up for that.
When you start getting the lineup of who's going to play and you can mention it, make sure you give us a call so we can
100%.
talk about it. Stuff like that's so exciting.
Yeah, and if you guys are around, I'd love to have you down.
Okay.
Yeah, we had a really good year this year, and it took a lot of time and effort, and
But if it's what you love to do, then it's so worth it.
It's like, what else am I going to do? Like, we did the online streaming during COVID. So it's like Wayne's World, right? You do your TV show and now you build a concert.
That's what it is like.
Life is basically a movie, and that's the way I'm living it. Everything else is just, background noise.
I hear ya. Well, congratulations on this new song, Vampire State of Mind, released this week. So, it's great that I get to talk to you. I love, the closer I can get to a release, the more exciting it is because, it's fresh.
Exactly. Yeah. And it's the response has been great so far. People have been messaging and having it on repeat and saying how fun it is for them. And you never know when you're releasing a new song what people are going to think, and that's the hardest thing about releasing songs, because too many of us care what people think. But this one was just for myself, and it turned out to be fun, and people are being great and receptive. So it's something I can definitely build on.
Hopefully it ends up on everybody's Halloween playlist with, Thriller and Rihanna and all the regulars. Even if it's just getting played like crazy every Halloween season, would be so awesome, right?
That's the thing. It's like I can look towards sync opportunities. It's one of those things where it's not just a single release that'll be died out because it's themed. The theme is every year, like you said. So even if it gets popular in October, I'll take it.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Well, congratulations. It's a cool video and a really neat song. And I'm glad I got to talk to you today.
Yes, great chatting with you. Thanks so much.